Experts peering at Venus have spotted phosphine, which might mean there's life. And get this, Russia's space agency is saying they own Venus now. But wait, there's more. A fancy new AI model at some defense lab in Europe dug up old Soviet photos from the Venera missions. Turns out, these pics were sitting around, forgotten, in storage. People thought they were too messed up or just didn't matter back in the Cold War. Now, with cool new tech, they're getting a second look. And what they're showing is pretty wild. Pictures from Venera 9 and 13 show patterns on the rocks that look like they were made by someone. Before, they looked natural, but now they seem way too perfect, like they're not from Earth. These patterns include spiral shapes and triangles that are too regular for a planet known for volcanoes and crazy weather. One photo from Venera 13 even seems to show a shadow from something standing straight up, like a rectangle stuck in the ground. The Soviets never talked about this. Even weirder, some old data logs that everyone thought were messed up actually have secret code in them. Some think that Soviet engineers were trying to send a message about something weird they saw. Instead of normal info, the transmissions had repeating patterns that no one could explain. Now, the AI is helping to decode them, and maybe it is a massage. Also, space historians and AI people in Europe say that the Venera program secretly tested special shielding material that wasn't on any official plans. This stuff was found in an old lander in a warehouse near Minsk. It's made of carbon and crystals, and no one really knows where it came from. Maybe the Soviets got it from space. The AI model, called QRAI-42, is making fake simulations based on the Venus patterns. It thinks that the shapes on Venus, like ridges and plateaus, might be artificial. The AI looked at data from NASA and Europe and figured that volcanoes couldn't have made them. What's even crazier is that QRAI-42 is putting these shapes together with stuff found in the air on Venus. Back in 2020, someone found phosphine gas, which could mean there's life. Even though people are arguing about whether the discovery was real, the AI noticed that the patterns in the photos line up with the places where phosphine was found. If that's true, it could mean life exists there, or even built habitats in the upper atmosphere of Venus where things are more stable. A separate group even found weird electromagnetic activity above the Venera landing sites using data from Japan's Akatsuki mission. These signals repeat like they're being broadcast. So, what does it all mean? The pics, the Soviet stuff, the phosphine, and the energy signals are painting a strange story. Some people in the space biz are starting to think that Venus may have been like Earth a long time ago. Maybe a civilization was there, or maybe it just moved there, but now everything is buried under the planet's crazy atmosphere. A Soviet log from 1978 mentions someone hearing a metal sound through Venera 13's receiver right before it died. Everyone thought it was just the microphone breaking, but now it's raising eyebrows. Turns out that the sound matched a frequency that doesn't come from Venus itself. Even stranger, a secret memo from 1982 told Soviet scientists to be careful showing the Venera pics to other countries. It said that the photos had strange things that could cause people to make speculations. Now, these speculations are happening. The AI can understand old data in ways people never could. Venus might not be dead. It could be hiding ancient traces of life or tech intelligent. Governments are rushing to launch new missions to Venus to what's right. The AI is still running simulations, and the photos are finally telling their story. Some of the smartest people are beginning to get scared. The story of Venus goes on, mixing old stuff with future things. Back on October 18, 1967, the Soviet Union's Venera 4 sent back data from Venus's atmosphere, which showed tons of carbon dioxide, unlike Earth. Venera 5 and 6 came after. Venera 7 landed on its surface and showed the temperature and pressure. Venera 8 showed that seeing wasn't impossible on the surface. In 1975, Venera 9 took the first picture of the surface. The Venera 13 and 14 sent more data and images. Venera 15 and 16 took pictures to show the planet's geology. The missions include NASA, Europe, and India, each aimed to study Venus's atmosphere, geological history, surface. Even with all this, we still need to explore Venus, about the atmosphere and the presence of phosphine and ammonia. Study confirmed the gas with concentration reaching up to 300 parts per billion. We need to go deeper in the planet's volcanic activities and the planet's interior. With these lack of data, they prepare to provide and go deeper. They're in need of mission to collect data and a long history. It's time to see where we're looking for the hidden truth that we're hiding.